All right, so thank you, everybody. I'm actually really happy to have the last 5 minutes of this particular section before you guys have dinner. I thought I would make 4 points in those 5 minutes, so just bear with me. I am the Associate Director of Intellectual Property at Mount Sinai Innovation Partners. That makes me the in-house patent counsel for the medical school, essentially. I have a background in biology, and I've been preparing and prosecuting patent applications for about 20 years now. So the lawyer in me wants to start out by reminding everybody to check the intellectual property clause in your participation agreement. The requirements are not onerous at all, but do keep in mind the obligations that you have to your current school, your current employer, not only just in terms of what you're doing here tonight, but what you may be bringing with you. Be careful with proprietary information that you have. And that leads us into the intellectual property golden rule, which is respect the intellectual property of others the way that you would like them to respect your intellectual property. So the point is, let me check my notes. The point is that, basically steer clear of others' intellectual property, be respectful of trademarks, be mindful of how you're leveraging third-party products in your proposals. Obviously, the software types out there are very familiar already with open source licensing. Concepts like copyleft and whether or not software should be patentable at all are very complex topics we're not even going to be able to touch on tonight. But if you do have any comments or questions or concerns and you'd like to email me, my email is right there at the top. Feel free, and I'll be as much of a resource as I can be. So that leads us into the next point, which is that the focus of this hackathon is artificial intelligence and not intellectual property. So frankly, I don't think in the next 48 hours that any of you will be able to actually come up with commercially relevant intellectual property. It's just too short and too intense of an experience. No offense. So keep the focus on the competition and the spirit of the competition. And now you're probably asking, why did I even bother to show up, right? So frankly, when Louise offered me an opportunity to come and speak with you guys, I did jump on it because I am really enthusiastic about these kinds of processes, about these kinds of events. The reason being that at each of the best patents have at their heart an ingenious technical solution to a technical problem. And what do I mean by technical solution? I mean a solution that has an effect in real life, that moves the needle in a tangible way. I started at Mount Sinai after working for a long time in industry. And one of the reasons that I started here was that I believe in the mission of the office that I work at, which is translating innovations into healthcare products and services that benefit people, benefit society. I really believe in that mission. So if you keep that focus in mind, then I think that the idea is that you don't seek out to find intellectual property. The point of the project is not intellectual property. The point of the project is to find a technical solution that helps people in real life. So if you keep your focus on that, then maybe eventually we will have a conversation. You will need a patent attorney. So good luck, everybody, and have fun. That's it. Thank you.